Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy GCTV back with another recap. I'm so sorry I haven't been able to post on YouTube recently. It's been 3 days since the last video, but I'm gonna try, man. I have like five or 6 minutes left in this all-star video to edit. I'll probably get going with that here in a little bit. I still gotta read because I'm doing 75 hard. Your boy is on a fitness journey, but we are here to talk Tuesday, February 25th. We had some NBA action. Now, obviously, most of the other games were overshadowed by the fact that Luka is playing against his old team. Cool. That obviously creates a lot of drama and headlines and stuff for the NBA, a lot of viewership. We're going to talk about some other games, though. I mean, Bucks, Rockets, Suns, Grizzlies, Spurs, Pelicans, and obviously Mavericks, Lakers were all good games from tonight. So let's kind of get into the Bucks and Rockets. We will actually talk about the main event last, which usually doesn't happen in these videos. It's pretty rare, but we're going to talk about the Bucks and Rockets first. Jalen Green has 25 points as the Houston Rockets hold on for a 3-point win over the Milwaukee Bucks. Obviously, great scoring for both Jalen Green and Alperen Şengün. And again, Jalen Green is a pretty inconsistent player, but when he is on, he is on. And when he's paired with Alperen Şengün, they really can't do any wrong. They played really good here. Obviously, Amin Thompson was ejected. He had a hard foul on Giannis Antetokounmpo, so they were kind of battling not having like their third or fourth option on the court. But, Alperen Şengün being aggressive, getting up for some dunks. I mean, he pulled Giannis down to the floor. I think it was a fair foul call. I saw some comment sections that said it was soft. I don't think so. I mean, he pulled his head down to the ground, basically. Good game, though, nonetheless. I mean, Dillon Brooks played some really good defense, really big-time defense when they needed him. And so did Alperen Şengün. I mean, this Rockets team put together great defense, even without Amin Thompson on the floor. And without him on the floor, those two guys really showed out. But looking at the Bucks, 27 points, 10 rebounds for Giannis Antetokounmpo. You get a 22-point performance for Damian Lillard. Gonna be honest, I don't know why Taurean Prince is starting for this team. I honestly think they need to give a guy like AJ Green a little more of a shot, and I guess they kind of did for this game. AJ Green, very good spot-up shooter off the bench. I don't know. I mean, without Bobby Portis, the bench doesn't look great. I don't really know. It's a very interesting situation. Well, their team just doesn't look great in general because you have to start Taurean Prince, which is not good, in my opinion. But, yeah, Bobby Portis is very much needed on this lineup. He is a missing piece. He is an X-Factor type of player. You look at the Rockets, you get 23 points, 11 rebounds for Alperen Şengün, who shot 50%. You get 25 points for Jalen Green, and that is all they needed to get the win. Suns and Grizzlies, my goodness, we saw this with the Hawks and Knicks. What is up with the lack of defense? I know it's been a complaint in the modern era, but honestly, the season hasn't even been that bad until games like this. Again, until that Hawks game. There's just no defense here. I mean, what is going on here? We should not almost combine for literally 1 point off of combining for 300 points. That's insane. In an NBA game, that's ridiculous, even in this era. But Ja Morant helps the Grizzlies outlast the Suns by 3 in overtime. Great scoring for Ja Morant. Obviously, solid playmaking as well. His final assist, a feed to Jalen Wells for a dunk with 9.1 seconds left in overtime, just making impactful plays left and right. And it didn't look like Ja Morant was going to have a good game, but he really overcame some stuff. Came in the clutch, helped the team out, and that's what stars do. And Ja Morant is a star. So there you go. They closed the extended period with a 7-0 run to beat the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, man. Burrow's head is above the rim. Ja Morant just continuing to use his athleticism to just jump over people. It's insane. KD tried to tie the game. The attempt was no good. I thought the Suns had this for a while. The Grizzlies honestly weren't playing that good. I don't know what happened here. Still a good game nonetheless. Again, Ja Morant setting up his teammates again and again, hitting clutch shots with seconds left in regulation. This man is clutch. Looking at the Suns, though, at 26 points for Kevin Durant. Man, Bol put up 23. He shot 50% from 3. It's really awesome to see Bol finally having some opportunities and playing good minutes. 24 points, 11 assists for Bradley Beal off of 67% three-point shooting. 28 points, 10 assists for Devin Booker, who shot 50% from 3, 60% overall. 21 points off the bench for Grayson Allen, who shot 67% from 3, 60% from the field. I don't know how this team lost. I mean, this was pretty insane. Again, it's Nick Richards. Like, this Nick Richards thing is not working out. I mean, you have Mason Plumlee, Royce O'Neal, Grayson Allen. You have decent bench pieces. Honestly, go start Royce O'Neal and have Nick Richards come off the bench for Bol Bol at this fucking point, because what the hell is going on? I really don't like how that trade has been falling through for this team, because I liked Nick Richards on the Hornets, and he had good performances. We discussed it on the channel in our recaps. I don't know what's going on here. You look at the Grizzlies, though, 28 points for Jaren Jackson. It didn't miss a three-pointer all night. He was great. 29 points for John Morant. Again, not great shooting splits. He struggled, and it shows that in the box score, but he got it done. 25 points for Desmond Bane. He shot 33% from three, so the big three gets it going for the Grizzlies, and they continue to have a great season, a very much above expectations type of season. As we're going to move to the Spurs and Pelicans, and honestly at this point the Spurs might as well tank, not having Wemby for the rest of the year, and this game shouldn't really matter that much, but it's a close game. Again, I'm going to talk about the close games. Trey Murphy III scores 24 points. Zion Williamson adds 18. The Pelicans beat the Spurs by 6. I mean, great scoring for Trey Murphy III, and Zion Williamson does a decent amount as well. They complete a two-game home game sweep of the San Antonio Spurs. They get the win. Obviously Zion getting to the rim, jumping over everybody. Really fun game here. Zion, not a lot of scoring, but very impactful, tough scoring when it came down to it. Sandro Mamukelashvili, I guess, got a block or a dunk or something. He was pretty awesome for the Spurs. I mean, I guess they're trying to find some guys that'll step in the spot for Wemby, blocking shots, playing on both sides of the ball, I guess. Whatever. I mean, you look at the Spurs, 10 points, 12 rebounds for Bismack Biyombo. You get 12 points, 10 assists for Chris Paul, who shot 50% from 3. 20 points for Devin Vassell, who shot 33% from 3, 50% overall. I don't think the starting lineup, for not having Wemby, I don't think the starting lineup played all that bad. I think it's more of bench guys like Julian, Julian Champagnie could definitely step up a little bit more. He's one of those bench pieces that you could definitely expect a little more out of, but, you look at the Pelicans, you get Yves Missy going for 10 points, 11 rebounds, he shot 50%, and you get 24 points for Trey Murphy III, who shot 30% from 3. There's that game. Now we are going to get into the good stuff. Now we're going to get into the juice, what everyone has been waiting for, Mavs and Lakers. Yeah, man, Luka Doncic posts a triple-double against the Dallas Mavericks, leads the Lakers to a 8-point victory. Scoring at a decent level and rebounding and playmaking at a level like no other. It is Luka Doncic here. First game against the Dallas Mavericks since they traded him to the Lakers. This is obviously a very important game, and not just for him, but for NBA history. And this was probably a very much watched game. I know a lot of content creators that went to this game, and they get the win. First game versus the Mavs, drops a triple-double. It goes as planned. Now, obviously, he didn't score as much as he probably wanted to, but hey, still made for some great basketball. Great game. Kyrie Irving was hitting shots left and right, making it so tough. LeBron putting back Luka's misses, and these two just complimenting each other. You can already see the chemistry there. Two very highly IQ'd players getting together on the same roster. It's looking great. I mean, sneaking passes for dunks. It looked awesome. Those two played really well together. Obviously, you look at the Mavs, and you get a 35-point performance for Kyrie Irving. Klay Thompson looked great. 22 points off of 50% three-point shooting. P.J. Washington, I love the rebounding. He is a hustle player through and through, great role player. But, dude, 0 for 9. That hurts. I mean, you could have put anyone on the bench in. Najee Marshall, Dwight Powell, Spencer Dinwiddie, Dante Exum. Even Olivier Prosper could have won this fucking game. I think P.J. Washington really struggled offensively, especially for the minutes he was given, and that just wasn't good. Lakers played great. I mean, 27 points, 12 rebounds for LeBron James, who shot 50% from 3. 19 points, 12 assists, 15 rebounds for Luka. Again, not great shooting splits, but he gets it done everywhere in between, and you get a 20-point performance for Austin Reeves. So this Lakers team's looking pretty good, man. I mean, obviously no Anthony Davis, so that plays a huge role in them winning this game. But still, got to give them credit. We're going to move on to tomorrow because my Celtics play the Pistons. That's really the only hyped game tomorrow. Tomorrow's slate of games is not great. Now, again, if there are close games, we will be sure to talk about them. Somehow the Sixers could make it close with the Knicks, but I don't think Embiid is playing. They're missing a lot of guys. I don't know. That organization is a fucking mess. And obviously the Spurs and Rockets would have been a good game had Wemby actually been playing, but yeah. Not a lot of great games tomorrow. Again, I'm really just looking forward to the Celtics-Pistons because we usually lose to the Pistons.